Center 85 Bravo Whiskey, contact NoCo Tower 118.4. That's 284 Golf, Denver, approach Denver, altimeter 2978. You can expect a visual approach to Greeley Airport. Verify you have the current weather and NOTAM. Here 536, Denver, departure radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 230. Back 9011 Whiskey, November, Denver.
Approach South 50917 is 7,500 with you.
Expect a visual approach runway 33. For now, please fly heading 190, vectors to final.
6,500 currently.
Skies 4737, contact tower 133.3, good night.
33.3, Skies 4737.
United 1515 Heavy, contact tower 133.3.
United 1515, Heavy Sioux.
Denver 917, I was told you're going to be going to Site 5, is that correct?
Yeah, that's what they told us you guys want us to do first. We can do it whatever order suits you.
Yeah, right now would be the best time to do Site 5. So you can proceed on station to Site 5. You are cleared in the Class Bravo airspace up to 7,300. That's what you're going to be doing at that site?
7,300, that's affirmative, sir. Can we transition Buckley, or do you need us to go around?
983 and runway assigned 35 left.
Just start your climb up now to 7,300.
Climb it now, 7,300, transition through Buckley, 917.
This 1803 number departure, thank you, radar contact, verify leaving 7,300, climb and maintain flight level 230. Guys 5145, reduce speed to 210.
Sky was 6939 when it helps, we had a field set.
Sky 6939, cleared visual approach, runway 35 left.
We had a visual 35 left, Sky was 6939.
Here 556, do you see any clouds out there? Sky 56, thank you. Sky 5145, contact Denver approach 120.8, good day. Back 1 Whiskey November, descend and maintain 9,000.
Sky was 5145, 11,000 to depart high mom, heading 170, slow into 210.
Sky 6145, Denver approach, roger.
Churchill, Denver outlook, information Golf, not current. Denver altimeter 2978.
Howdy, Denver, United 181 Heavy, Cessna 25, descending daily L3, we have Golf.
United 181 Heavy, Denver approach Golf with current plan. RNAV Zulu approach, runway 35 right, Denver altimeter 2978.
2978, plan on the RNAV Zulu 35 right, United 181.
Mexico 658 Denver approach. Advise information Golf, stay altitude leaving, Denver altimeter 2978.
30, descend MPNX 3, we have Golf, Mexico 658.
Mexico 658 plan, the visual approach, runway 35 left.
Visual approach, runway 35 left, Mexico 658.
United 181 Heavy, it's been a long day. Did you say you had Golf? Thank you.
November 917, traffic, 1 o'clock, 7 miles straight in on the 35 left final for Denver at 9,500, the regional jet.
Okay, no, we're looking for the traffic, 917.
Go 6939 traffic, 10 o'clock, 6 miles southeastbound, VFR at 7,300, Skyhawk.
Skywest 6939, look.
Tier 536, contact Denver Center 133.905.
Delta 1286, we are out of 28.8, descending gale 39 north, golf.
Delta 1286, Denver approach plan, RNAV Zulu approach, runway 35 right, Denver altimeter 2978.
78, RNAV Zulu 35 right, thank you, Delta 1286.
Cyber inside for 917.
Or 917, roger. Maintain visual separation from that traffic and report on station.
917, Wilco.
Was 1803, contact Denver Center 133.905.
Got 5145, descend to maintain 9,000.
Maintain 900,000, got 5145.
At 16, traffic 12 o'clock and 5 miles, maneuvering 8,100. Indicated additional traffic to Tier 11 o'clock. There's 7 miles, maneuvering as well at 7,400. Indicated both types unknown.
Go 6939, contact tower 133.3, traffic no factor.
1333, Skywest 6939, take care.
Fast 16, indicating the Metro. If you can, if you have the RNAV approach, if you want to just pull up drop, that's going to get right in between those two. You should be clear of traffic going to drop and just following that arc inbound.
Setting 080, Scott 5145.
Now 17's on station.
Or 917, thank you.
For 0 to center, maintain 7,000.
Good day.
83. Southwest 983, 14,000, descending via the ski 35 lot.
South 983, Denver approach rest.
Track 16, contact approach now 126.1. Back 1 Whiskey November, traffic to, airport to 21 to 2 o'clock there, 10 miles.
20 to join final cleared visual approach runway 34 right.
Left 020, clear visual 34 right, Skywest 5145.
First, at your discretion, descend and maintain 7,000.
1,000.
Join final ladder above 8,000, Skywest 5145.
South 983, fighting 060, descend to maintain 12,000.
12,060, Southwest 983.
120.8, good day.
58, good day.
There's 2978. Medevac 1 Whiskey November, no major changes on that new ATIS. Contact NOCO Tower 118.4.
German crossing 58, wind, golf, and then leaving 1,300
Cessna.
Looking for traffic, Skywest 5145.
12 o'clock at about 12 miles. Frontier Airbus went through it. Said it was mostly a smooth ride. Some occasional light chop. Was all tops around 16,000.
Denver approach Mexico 658, descending via 14,700.
Air Mexico 658, Denver approach, flying 290 vectors to final, descend to maintain 13,000.
Saying 290, and descend maintain 13,000, Air Mexico 658.
Direct EONs when able.
Got 5145, contact tower 135.3.
Delta 892, with golf, descending via the L3 departure out of 29290, landing on.
Delta 892, Denver approach, good morning. plan RNAV Zulu approach, runway 35 right, cover altimeter 2978.
2978, plan the RNAV Zulu to 35 right, 35 right, so 892 right there.
South 983, descend to maintain 10,000.
10,000, Southwest 983. We'll see.
917 completed Site 5. Where would you like us next?
Number 917, for now just fly westbound, and I'll give you back over to departures and let them figure out that for you. Just track westbound for now, please.
Tracking westbound, 917.
South 983, turn left, headed 020, join 35 left, localizer.
020, intercept 35 left, localizer, Southwest 983.
Hey guys, still waiting for the sim to load. Sometimes it loads forever. So I figured I'd brief the flight while that's still loading, and then we'll swap into the aircraft and be on our way. As usual, flying on PilotEdge. Not a whole lot of people on during this time of day, but at least I'm guaranteed ATC during the day. So we're going to file this flight plan. The altimeter is 3008. So we're going to file 180. If the altimeter was less than standard 2992, then you'd lose a flight level. So you would actually lose flight level 180, and then we'd have to file. Actually, I probably would have just filed 6000 since we're heading west, and you have to file evens going west. Interesting enough, I flew yesterday Microsoft FlyJsim, and I flew in Italy, and I flew westbound from into Rome, and in the DC-6 I flew on VATSIM, and there was controllers online, and I had filed flight level 120. The flight levels over there are starting at like 7,000. It starts at flight levels, I think. So anyway, I filed 12,000, and they said for the direction of flight I had to file 13,000. I said, well, I'm going west. And he says, well, you're heading south. So in this country, you file odd going south and even going north. So overseas is just so confusing. You have to know exactly what country has what rules. That's why 99% of my flights, at least online, are done in the US because I know the rules. But I found that interesting, so I figured I'd share that with you. All right, so we're going to do the Natchez 4 out of here, flight level 180. So like I said, if it was 2991, for example, anything less than standard per inch, you lose a flight level. So if it was, say, 28 point something inches of mercury, then you lose another flight level. So you would lose flight level 190. So for every inch, you lose a flight level. But since we're above 2992, we're at like 30 point something, then we're good. 180, 70 passengers. This 402 is the one with a Pratt & Whitney 150 engines. So we're going to go ahead and generate this flight plan. This is our route. Need 5064 fuel. And 3008 for the altimeter. They're taking off 27, and that is with current information echo. We'll get that updated before we call in for our clearance. And Portland is landing east, which is a fun approach. We'll be doing an RMP approach into Portland. Hopefully winds stay the way they are so we can do 10 left Zulu. So we'll go ahead and get this on file. All right, slant Lima, because we are RSVM capable. So 180, alternate Seattle's fine. CBD LC. Don't need that because this airport is not capable of CBD LC, so we'll leave that blank. We're definitely not a heavy. All right. Flight plan on file. So we will eventually, whenever this decides to finish loading, be at the terminal. And then we'll probably get a taxi instruction to 27 via Alpha across 22 at Alpha. And this is a unused taxiway. Looks like my sim just finally finished loading. It took like 10 minutes. All right. Let me go ahead and log in to PilotEdge and get this configured. So hang on 1 second while I log in.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Go full screen. And we'll transition here in a second. And we'll update our weather. Now everything looks Roger Dodger. Come back over here. Finish this departure briefing. So once we get to 27, we'll fly the Natchez for departure. So we'll be on. We'll take off on a heading of 320 vectors for our route. I'm not going to worry about this. 4,500 feet per nautical mile to 6,000. We'll be climbing like the Dickens in this anyway, so I'm not worried about figuring out that. And then, so we'll be probably vectored on the Victor 25 LTJ, which is Klickitat VOR. You might even get direct to Klickitat. And then we'll be on the Yentl, above 13 hood. And then we'll probably get the east transition. So we'll come down hood, 250 here, descend between these altitudes. When you have a line above and below, that means between. That means at 230 knots, at 210. And then at Sissel, we'll plan the RMP approach. So it'll be a full approach from Sissel. We won't have to worry about York. We'll just continue our arc approach into 10 left. And if the winds change, we'll be on this transition, the west transition. Schaefer, 6,700. And then we'll do the ILS. So that's the flight plan. We've got Yakima and Portland. Another wind, gusty, a little gusty. It's all right. Definitely we'll be okay in RMP. I think it's 200 minimums on that. 400. It's 400. So that's broken at 4,000 above field, so we'll be fine. It's pretty much VFR. Cloudy, but VFR. And we got a lot of clouds and no ice to worry about. So we are good to go. All right, let's do, I don't know, 70. And are en route. $37. Fuel 50.64. Cargo is fine, CG's fine. Starter loaded. Fueler is operating to taxi. Anti-skid on. External power is connected. We'll come back here and we'll get our little companion, I guess you could say. That's where that goes. Be cool if they actually shut all those on its own when we're ready for departure. All right, looking at sky vector for GPS coordinates 4634.9. .2032, so that's fine and fine. running off APU now. APU load 34, so we can go ahead and remove the ground power unit. Make things a little less noisy. Elevation, let's say 1100. Clearance 121.9. Come down here, and tower is 133.25. All right, and ATIS is 125.25.
Yakima here.
Null 8 is information echo. 1853 Zulu. Wind 290 at 8. Gust 17. Visibility 10. Ceiling 6,500 broken. Temperature 13. Dew point -1. Altimeter 3008. Arriving departing runways 22, 27. Visual approaches in use. Read back all way assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo.
It still echoes all the same there. Looks like they're closing up. Passengers are boarded.
16 miles to the south.
Elevation's 1100, so we're right on the money. They match, and we are facing 040, 040, so that is good to go.
Trade in for runway 27, report 4 mile final to the Lino.
This is Yakima ground. Good afternoon, Yakima ground, United 1399 at the terminal with Echo IFR Portland.
United 1399 Yakima ground, cleared to the Portland International Airport, Natchez for departure, radar vectors Yakima VOR, and then is filed. Climb and maintain 10,000, expect flight level 180 within 10 minutes. Chinook departure 123.8, squawk 2242.
Cleared to Portland via Natchez for departure, radar vectors Yakima, then as filed. Maintain 10,000, expect 180 within 10 minutes. Departure with Chinook 123.8, squawk 2242, United 1399.
Yeah, 1399, read back, correct.
Alrighty. All those are in. All those are in. Okay. Guess we'll go ahead and load her up the flight plan for the Natchez 4 and our route. This plane is capable with web FMC, so I'm going to use my iPad to enter this in. Alright, so I'm going to click, what do I click here? Flight plan. I'm going to highlight that. We're going to do menu, departure, number 4 for 27, Natchez 4, number 2, And there is none there, so we just hit enter and then flight plan.
1570, descend at pilot's discretion to maintain 1000, capital altimeter
We get
3013.
vectors to Yakima, so where's Y? Y, K, M, enter, accept, and then we're going to do a airway, so list airway from Yakima, it's Victor 25, number 5, and that's going to let us out at Klickitat, which is LTJ, number 8.
Number 427, Roman Charlie,
and then we're going to go Portland. Click on Portland, and we'll do menu and arrive. And 10 left is number 2. The star is hood 4, number 2. We're going to take it from Yentl, so that's number 7. The approach is RNP, so RNAV Zulu 10 left, number 4. And we're going to take it from Sissel for a full approach. Flight plan, we'll get rid of any discos, so highlight that, delete, delete. LTJ, Yentl, next. And then after Sissel should be days. Nope, so that's Sissel, so I need to...
So that's 427, Romeo Charlie. It's cleared to the Half Moon Bay Airport
delete.
Via as filed.
Delete.
Maintain 2000.
Delete.
Expect 7000 within 5 minutes. NorCal departure 127.4.
So York.
6750. Hold for release.
No. Don't.
Right, 37 Romeo Charlie, Pier 2 Half Moon Bay is filed. Initial climb 2000. We expect 7000 in 5 minutes. Departure will be 127.4 and squawk 6750. Hold for release.
Number 427 Romeo Charlie, you're back, correct? Call back shortly on my first
line.
Right,
MZ, Sissel, and then
Roger,
days.
7 Romeo Charlie.
So now we are golden. Just need some. Hey, Coast Pilot. What's up, buddy? Already cruising in my hood. Yeah, I actually thought of you when I was looking at the weather map. I figured I'd do a Portland flight. I bet Coast Pilot will show up. I did day in the life of Horizon Alaskan pilot yesterday, but didn't do this route. How many flights did you do? Like 4? 4 back-to-back flights? Did you take a break or? All right, the winds are. I should have downloaded the information. I think I'll start doing that so that way I can go to like AV tab and I can open up the flight information here. That way you can see it. All right, so winds from Victor 25 starting at Yakima. All right, so Yakima is 270. So we're going to go menu, next, 270, 27, and then muddle is 295. 43. And that pretty much is the same all the way. So now we'll go to fuel. 0 fuel weight. We'll come over here. 53. 206. Enter. Fuel. 5046. We'll do 45. Gross weight 58251, so right on the money. Back to flight plan. And we'll come over here and we'll grab it from that one. I'll leave it on perf.
Yakima Tower, 23 Lima Alpha, 4 mile final, runway 27.
Looks like someone is landing where we're sitting.
290 at 8, gust 17, runway 27, clear to land.
I think we'll watch him land.
Clear to land, 23 Lima Alpha.
Let me see where he is on the map. How far away he is. He's pretty much right here, so. So it's off my right wing. I think this is 27. Yeah, he'll be landing here in a second. You did 4 segments with a break before the last flight of the day. So what's the average time for a real world flight? Is it like an hour air time? So did you do like 4 flights? That was probably, what, 6 hours? 6.5 hours, you think? About 50 minutes air time? If I had to guess, it's probably, what, 6.5 hours for that day? My problem is I can't sit comfortably at my computer desk for that long. I have severe back problems. I have to wear a brace when I'm sitting here at the computer. So I can only do like 2-hour segments. Otherwise, I would do stuff like that. That's like when I do Cross the Pond coming up this weekend. I live stream it for 2 reasons. So I give me people to chat with. And 2, once I get to cruise, I take a break from the computer and I go to the living room with my laptop and I monitor the flight on my laptop. So that way, you know, if ATC calls me, I'll still hear it through the stream, and then I can walk back to the computer and answer any ATC stuff. But for oceanic crossings, is pretty much everything's all automated. So I might have to check in when I go from Shanwick to whatever the other one was. Where is this guy? There he is. That's why I was taking him forever. He's in a 172. But yeah, I'll be flying a Concorde Saturday. You know, it's always an adventure. For Cross the Pond with me, something always happens. Yeah, he's doing a wheelie. Nice. All right. Have you been using that? Oh, that's right. You don't have an iPad, do you? So you can't really use that iPad app that I found for this plane. The DH-8D takeoff and landing distance stuff. All right. 0 failure. 53. 206. Enter. Takeoff fuel is 5030. Enter. Calculate. 58236. That is a match. We'll go to takeoff.
NorCal departure,
Flaps 10.
Romeo Charlie, number 1 for departure at Mother.
YKM. Runway is 27. We'll load the METAR.
427 Romeo
Elevation's
Charlie.
1100.
NorCal departure released for departure now.
Show results 121.
1940 Zulu. Time now 1931. You'll wait for not off in the next 9 minutes. Call back within 12 from now with your intentions. Frequency change approved.
Roger, release report time is 1940 and we'll advise in 9 minutes if we're not off. Thank you. 427 Romeo Charlie.
34.
Alpha taxi ran via Alpha's frequency.
54. These speeds are entered.
Alpha, stay with the same frequency, 23 Lima Alpha.
You do have an iPad, and I used one of the apps, and it gave me exactly the same reps as clicking on the airspeed ribbon in the plane. It was a funny moment. I mean, clicking on this, the values that they give would certainly work, but I don't know, it just makes it a little bit more of an immersion thing for me personally to have more things to type in for performance. But yeah, I mean, you're only talking like 3 knot difference between what the actual numbers are, so it's not too bad. All right, we're going up to 10,000. Select that. We don't need a pushback. Do our auto feather test here.
Terrain.
Doors are closed. Should be getting a pass. There we go. Oxygen is full. Going to squawk 2242. And landing elevation to Portland is 31, so we don't really have to do anything with that. We're good there. Do beacon light to red. Coast is clear for start. Packs are off. Start engine 1.
NorCal departure 2047 Romeo Charlie, just off Mother, reaching 2000.
Number 427 Romeo Charlie, NorCal departure, radar contact 10 northeast of Sacramento VOR. Climb and maintain 5,000.
Climb maintain 5,000.
It's true, the immersion factor is better when swapping between tools. Yeah, just like in the real world, I use the iPad when I fly the 172 in the real world. I just don't fly but 4 or 5 times a year with my instructor just because it's too expensive, and I just don't care to go for, I can't get a medical certificate with all my medical ailments, so it's too expensive. I'd rather do the sim. Plus the real life 172 doesn't have air conditioning, and I live in Florida, so my flying time is only during the winter months anyway. So, alright, let's start.
Number 7 Romeo Charlie, continue climb maintain 7,000.
Climb maintain 7,000, 7 Romeo Charlie.
Animations on this is really, really good. I love this plane. I made sure I didn't load Traffic Global this time though. Do you have Traffic Global? If you do, don't use it with this plane. It will crash the desktop. Not every time, but about 50% of the time, which is too much for me. Turn off the APU and we'll move the props to the 900 position to get some power. Get these lights extinguished. AC lights are extinguished, and we've got voltage on both Gen 1 and 2. bleeds on normal. Main bus tie normal. This pressurizes everything, so you have steering and you could do flight control check and all that.
Walker 1570 cross Tudor at or above 4,000. Clear the ILS, runway 17 right approach.
Cross Tudor at or above 4,000, clear ILS, 17
Flaps
right approach,
10.
Walker 1570.
Window heat. Steering. Taxi light. Yaw damper. 10,000. All that looks fine. Engines are good. Fuel status is even. Doors are shut. Flaps 15. I mean 10. Let's get our ATIS.
Runway is 2227. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo.
Yakima ground, 23 Lima Alpha at the west ramp parking.
Yakima Air Terminal 8.
Information echo.
1853 Zulu.
Southeast vehicle.
Looks like he's doing some hops himself.
What was your aircraft type again, please?
Cessna 172.
Skyhawk 23 Lima Alpha, Yakima ground runway 27, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 22.
Taxi to runway 27 via Alpha, cross runway 22, 23 Lima Alpha.
Wait for this guy to cross in front of us, and then we'll get our taxi instruction. Give someone the taxi behind. While I'm waiting for him to show up, I'm going to settings mode my landing background, and I want to I thought I could change. Maybe it, man, that guy's hauling butt. He's gonna take off on his taxi. I'll come back to that. Yakima ground, United 1399 at the terminal, current with Echo, ready taxi.
United 1399, Yakima ground runway 27, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 22 on Alpha.
27 via Alpha, cross 22 and Alpha, United 1399. Alright, we're on our way. Gonna go follow the Racing 172. Turn on our boost pumps, our auto feather, turn on our pitot heat. Everything is off up top.
Yakima Tower, 23 Lima Alpha, we're ready for departure, runway 27.
Free and clear.
Departing to the southeast VFR.
Number 23 Lima Alpha, Yakima Tower, turn, make a left downwind departure, runway 27, cleared for takeoff, wind 290 at 8, gust 17.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, left downwind departure, 23 Lima Alpha.
Switch to tower.
Number 7 Romeo Charlie, contact, NorCal approach.
Departures 123.8.
12095.
And I don't even know who this guy is. It's pretty cool that on PilotEdge I actually taxied behind someone. That is super rare. Man, that guy's just in a hurry.
Approach 27427 Romeo Charlie at
Do landing lights, strobes.
Number 427 Romeo Charlie, NorCal approach, open altimeter 3019.
3019, 7 Romeo Charlie.
There he goes. Snow warning lights, bleeds, we'll turn those.
Local center, arrow 21904 Yankee.
Turn them off for takeoff. Flaps are set, flight control, props are
center 21904
max.
Yankee is on the ground at
Altitude select, takeoff config check.
We're pre-filed IFR to
No
Hayward,
alerts,
Kilo
good to go.
Hotel Whiskey Delta, and we'd like to request a departure clearance.
You want departure clearance or an IFR clearance?
IFR clearance.
Aero 21904 Yankee, NorCal departure, cleared from Placerville to the Hayward Airport via the Hangtown VOR.
And we're going to be doing a heading of 320.
Climb and maintain 7,000. NorCal departure on 127.4, squawk 6465. Hold for release.
Southwest style taxi. Yeah. 30 mile an hour is pretty much the speed limit for an airliner. But 172 certainly would not want to taxi at 30 knots, especially with the gusty winds that's going on here.
Hold for release.
The winds are gusting to 18, so yeah, a fast taxi in a small airport would not, I mean a small airplane would not work too well.
I apologize, I missed the altitude.
Capital Tower, Walker 1570, ILS 17 right.
Walker 1570, Capital Tower, runway 17 right. Clear to land, wind 160 at 7.
7 right, clear to land, Walker 1570.
Yakima Tower, United 1309, home short 27.
United 1399, Yakima Tower, wind 290 at 8, gust 17, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
27, clear for takeoff, United 1399.
Number 21904 Yankee, cleared from Placerville Airport to the Hayward Airport via the Hangtown VOR, Sacramento VOR, then it's filed. Maintain 7,000. NorCal departure 127.4, squawk 6465, hold for release.
Okay, 21904 Yankee is cleared from the Placerville Airport to the Hayward Airport. Climb and maintain 7,000. Routing is Hangtown VOR, Sacramento VOR, then is filed. Frequency 127.4, squawk 6465.
Runner 4 Yankee, reback is correct. Hold for release. Call me back when you're sure the runway first line ready to go.
Moving right crosswind
okay,
here.
We'll hold for release and call you back when we're number 1.
It's like 121 is VR. There it is. Rotate. Of course the phone rings as I'm taking off.
Terrain.
Flaps out. Gonna climb or what? guess I should have done vertical speed in the beginning.
Capital Tower, Walker 1570. We broke out of the cloud side at 1600.
Walker 1570, roger.
We'll do the speed until vertical speed until we lose speed, if we do. All right, flaps up, gears up, flaps are up. Packs back on. Definitely some.
1399 contact, Chinook departure.
Over to departure, United 1399. Let's go 123.8. Chinook departure, United 1399, Natchez 4, 5,900, climbing 10,000.
United 1399. Chinook departure, radar contact.
Climb speed is 154, so just maintain 3,000. Just keep an eye on the speed so we don't stall. Turn that off, turn that off. Turn those off.
Yeah, 1399, turn right, heading 090.
Right turn heading 090, United 1399.
United 1399, when you're able, proceed direct to Gubsy, join Victor 25.
When able to clear the direct Gubsy to join Victor 25, United 1399. Alright, so let's switch to IAS.
1570 left off the runway, Alpha to the ramp, and monitor ground point 7.
Left off the runway, ramp via Alpha, and we'll monitor ground point 7, Walker 1570.
4. Enter, flight plan, nav. Here comes the flight director.
United 1399, contact Seattle Center on 132.6.
Seattle Center 132.6, United 1399. I don't know why I blew right by the...
NorCal approach 134.5.
134.5, 7 Romeo Charlie.
32.6.
NorCal 37427 Romeo Charlie at 7,000.
427 Romeo Charlie, NorCal approach, advise with the weather for Half Moon Bay.
It shouldn't have blown by that 10,000. Maybe I messed it up when I hit the IAS mode or something. I don't want to check in until I am back at my assigned altitude. Let's see if he says anything. Knowing Marcus, he definitely noticed. Seattle Center, United 1399, 10,000.
United 1399, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 180. If you make an altitude error, just stay at that altitude rather than descending all the way back down, especially when it's 1,000 feet or more. Just stay there, call us with the error, fine, we'll fix it. Climb and maintain flight level 180.
I'll make note of that. I did not know that. Okay. Climb maintain flight level 180, United 1399. Well, that answers the question of whether or not he noticed.
Zap 172 Yankee, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
167.45, Zap 172 Yankee.
Always learning something new with Mr. Marcus. Turn off the lights. He noticed. He sure did.
Okay, thanks.
Unless I told him myself if he was happened to be watching my stream. I might have ratted myself out that way, but he's pretty Johnny on the spot. But I did not know that. I figured I should have just gone back down. So you always learn something new. Even when you think you know something, like I did then, I was wrong. I had the altitude select. I think by switching from vertical speed to IAS mode, let me see what happens if I switch. I'm on vertical speed, so I'm going to switch to IAS. And that kept the altitude select.
Delta, you don't need to request
so I'm not sure why it did that. Small things, who cares? Window heat is on, landing lights are off, altitude select is armed. We have to open up these engine things. Weird how it blew right past that altitude select. The autopilot in this bird has some gotchas. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the recording afterward, because I don't know, maybe I hit a button, maybe I hit something accidentally that turned it off.
We're 200 for Yankee NorCal departure, release for departure.
I'll hold up at
if not off by the top of the hour, time
200.
now 19:54.5. If not off the next 5.5 minutes. Call back within 10 minutes from now with your intention.
Yeah, we're going to climb up to 180, so we'll switch to 2992, about 1,000 feet under it, because that's going to actually lower the altitude. Alright, now our intakes are on heater, so all is good there, and pressure is climbing fine. 17 standard. I'll leave that one where it is. So we'll stop at 180. If the pressure was under 2992, if it was 2990 for example, then you'd lose flight level 180 and you couldn't file it. Per every inch of mercury you lose a flight level. So if it was 28.90, then you'd lose flight level 190. So for every inch you lose a flight level, but anything above standard you can use pretty much any flight level anyone you want. All right, let's switch this over here. We'll get that lined up. Caught that one. Pressure has to be less than 7.1. Yeah. We are fine, and we are at flight level 180, 16, 17, 18. So it's like max pressure 3. And this is max pressure. It's dealing with this number, I believe. No, why would it say 8? Maybe this is cabin altitude. if that was the case, why is it above 6? I'm only at 180. I'm not sure. I don't care though, as long as it's within these white arcs, you're fine. Turn off our seatbelt sign here. So your neighbor, Coast Pilot says, so my neighbor who's a mechanic for Horizon, Alaska, put me in touch with one of their avionic guys, and he was stumped when I asked about push to sync heading. He was like, that's a good question. This doesn't have it. You would think it would, but at least his model doesn't have push to sync. That would be super nice if it did. You know what? Neither does the Saab. It used to in earlier versions, but the Saab 340 doesn't have it either anymore. But that would certainly, like, I agree with you.
1399 contact Seattle Center 121.4.
Seattle Center 121.4, United 1399.
Number 7 Romeo Charlie, contact NorCal approach 135.1.
Swap that over to 0.4. I'll do a top of descent here in a moment. Seattle Center, United 1399, foot level 180.
United 1399, Seattle Center, roger. Number 2194 Yankee, NorCal departure, ident.
I need to find an Alaskan pilot.
Charlie, NorCal approach, roger, I'll lower for you this morning.
You figure the mechanic would know. Is he gonna check it out for you? I'd be curious what if the real one has it.
You're about 5 miles southwest of the Hangtown VOR.
I got 30 minutes. So top of descent is, let's see, these altitudes are correct. Mundo.
1399 port, wind landing east, descend via the Hood 4 arrival port, wind altimeter 3027.
Descend via the Hood 4 east transition 3027, United 1399. Alright, so
Number 7 Romeo Charlie across Sapid.
So we're going to be joining at Yentl.
And then cleared the.
So let me make sure these altitudes are right. That's not right. So we'll say we can just get rid of that actually. So let's clear that. And then that way Hood is plus, or it's at 15. Yeah, that's fine. 250. And then Sadie is 98, so that's fine. Feed is 89. MZ 8,000. Sissel 5,9. I think it's supposed to be 5, so let's change Sissel to 5. And now I gotta check the other ones that might have messed it up. Hood 15, BR run, Sadie 9, feed 8,000, that's fine. MZ 7, Sissel 5, so that's all good. So now we'll do a Hood. That's the one I want. So VNAV for hood, 1800. Top of descent, 27 miles. 30 minutes to go. Chem pressure stabilized. Let's check our ECAM. Engines are good. Fuel is even. Everything is good. Now, if we need an ILS backup for 10 left, you can always have that programmed in as a backup. So it'll be 1113. And final approach course is 103. So you can hit format, press and hold. And then you can spin it. 103. Probably went the wrong way, the long way. That way you can set your ILS approach course without coming off of GPS. Flaps 15 for landing for ground proximity warning system, so it doesn't get alerts with that flap selection. Normal flaps for this is 15 for landing. The wipers are up because it actually helps the noise. See, it's a little bit louder now. Actually simulate that, which is pretty cool. Alright, let me see if I can get rid of that settings mode. Background image, enable background image? No. Yeah, maybe that'll make it easier to see. Now, can I custom style, landing rate, custom style, show vertical speed, show pitch, don't want that. And what was the other one? So that was rate. So the network was, wait a minute, green and green 22. Do green, green, and 22. Let me look at that on the stream and see if it looks bigger. Vertical speed, IAS and GS. I don't need that. Alright, we'll see how that looks when we get on the ground. We are at our top of descent, so we'll go ahead and lower. Hit VNAV.
427 Romeo Charlie NorCal.
I think they just had a shift change. So the lowest we can go is per the bottom of the star, so 5,000 feet.
Were you cleared straight in at the...
Do altitude select. Here comes our VNAV,
Sorry,
so we'll
standby.
back off the power a little bit. And switch to vertical speed. You first tell them I've left. Seattle Center, United 1399, leaving flight level 180.
Roger.
So we'll switch to vertical speed, and we'll set our pressure for, what was it, 30.027. 30.27, and then we'll do VTO, enter. I'm probably over speeding, yep. Hit VNAV.
47 runway, just disregard. 47 runway Charlie, report time for cancellation, Emirates approach in the air on this frequency on the ground within 5 minutes after landing on 122.2, change to advisory frequency approved.
Alright, altimeter is set in ATIS. Portland is 128.35.
Altitude, and if flight following is requested, notice to airman runway 321 close. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information, Victor. Portland International Airport, ATIS information, Victor. 1953 Zulu. Windcom. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3,500, 4,600 scattered. Ceiling 6,000 broken, 25,000 broken. Temperature 13, dew point 3, altimeter 307. Arriving and departing runways 10 left, 10 right. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Notice to airman runway 321 close. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information, Victor.
Alright, we are current with Victor. So we are good for our 10 approach. So we'll turn our seatbelts back on here. Icing, TAT less than 10.
1399, contact roll on approach 124.35.
Portland approach 124.35, United 1399. 2435. 2435, pop that in there. Portland approach, United 1399, descending via the hood 4, east transition, leaving 2800. Current with Victor, request the RNAV Zulu 10 left, full approach from Sissel.
At 1399, Portland approach, the Portland altimeter 3027. Thank you for Victor, I have your request.
3027, United 1399. He just has the request. It doesn't mean I can fly it yet.
At 1399 after Sizzle cleared RNAV Zulu on 10 left approach.
Sissel cleared RNAV Zulu 10 left approach, United 1399. Alright, now we're good to fly the approach, so we can drop the MCP to minimums. I think that's the ILS. So minimums is 365, which is 335, 365, so we'll just say 400. Bring that all the way down to 400 feet, altitude select. Missed approach is climb to 800, left turn to 44. Direct to Battle and hold 44. So it's like a swooping almost U-turn right to Battle. So 800 left for 4400. We'll reset that when we get to our minimums. And next approach, actually he cleared me the approach, so tower for 10 left is, where the hell's tower? Here we go, 18.7. So we get 18.7 ready. We're coming up to Sadie between 9 and 11. Hold that up. I don't want to dip underneath 9. All right, and the winds are calm right now. Okay, here comes our VNAV path again. So now we'll be back on profile.
Zap 172 Yankee, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2. See ya.
.210 at Sissel. That's the only speed restriction. These are all MEAs 7000, 5. Altimeter set. We'll set our speeds here. Icing would be 141, no icing 121, so I always do final approach in between, so about 130.
With Oakland.
Got 18.7 on standby for tower, and we'll turn on our landing lights, taxi lights. There's no icing going on, so I don't have to worry about that. Switch to 900 mode on the prop. And we got about 5 minutes, so we'll hit the chime and let the crew know. God, I keep overspeeding. I know.
Auto clearance delivery November 3330 X-ray request IFR clearance to North Bend.
For 333 Zulu X-ray Oakland clearance, cleared Oakland Center rather, cleared to the North Bend Airport is filed. Climb and maintain 12000, departure frequency 132.2, squawk 3534, hold for release.
Clear to North Bend as filed, climb and maintain 12,000, departure frequency 132.2, squawk 3534, hold for release 3330 X-ray.
TBM 30 X-ray, read back correct, give me a call on unit 1 and ready for departure.
I'll call you for number 1, 3330 X-ray.
Do bleed air minimum. B210 at Sissel. There's Portland. Seatbelts are back on. We're leveling out for the 5,000 at Sissel. Now we'll start dropping again. Turn on prepping for landing. Fuel pumps, hydraulics on. Seatbelts are on. And then we'll reset for 44. Missed approach, 800 left turn 44. Coming around the mountain. Should be like, this is like a quick readout of the missed approach procedure. Climb 800, then a left turn to 44, direct to battle. That's pretty much what it looks like today. Yeah, it's always overcast. Like when I'm in the mood, such as I was today, to do some IMC flying, Portland and Seattle are pretty much my go-to. But it's also very pretty. Like when it's sunny, it's like one of the prettiest flights you can do in the Pacific Northwest. Is just one of my favorites. Kind of envy that you live there in real life. But like I said, you know, one day I'll meet you for real, because one day it's on my bucket list to make it out there. Alright, we'll do packs on minimum, do
2,500
max.
At 1389, contact Portland Tower 118.7.
Portland Tower 118.7, United 1399. Switch to tower, do 1 notch of flaps. Portland Tower, United 1399, RNAV 10 left approach.
1399, Portland Tower, wind calm, runway 10 left, clear to land.
10 left, clear to land, United 1399. Alright, so 180 knots, we can go flaps 10. First things first, we'll lower our gear, because I heard that helps when you land. It's just a suggestion. Alright, and then we'll do flaps 10. And autopilot disconnected. So we'll just hand fire down. could turn it back on, like right now, and it will pick it up where it left off. So we'll let it do that. Let the plane auto trim. It doesn't really disconnect, except when I'm adding in like gear and flaps. That's the only time it really happens. Not sure if that's a bug or what, but it's not huge pain in the butt. Alright, so we got 3 green, gears locked, flaps 15, got the runway, autopilot off, and it's a fun plane to hand fly, so. Trim for 130. And now we'll set 44 for missed approach altitude if we need to, or in case tower says, you know, fly the mist or whatever. But we are landing. Some days I have excellent landings, and other days are a little jumpy like that, but it's all right.
F1399, exit right when able, contact ground point 9er.
Exit right and ground point 9er, United 1399. Switch to point 9er. And echo gates. Portland ground, United 1399, echo gates.
Sir, 1254 Delta, Van Nuys ground, runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha Charlie.
Yep, I meant to keep that on.
Charlie 16 right, just go open.
Turn off strobes, put that on red. Turn packs on normal. Raise our flaps. Close that. Portland ground, United 1399, request the echo gates.
United 1399, Portland ground, stand by. United 1399, taxi to the gate via Alpha, left 1 kilo to the gate, monitor ground, have a wonderful day.
Alpha and kilo to the gate, United 1399, thanks you too. Say Alpha Victor Kilo. That'll work. Turn off the window heats. This approach goes over the interstate bridge, the worst traffic. Oh, does it? Yeah, I got the bridge actually comes with, I'll show you the bridge a little bit closer. It comes with the second scenery that I have for this area, which is Pearson Field. So Pearson Field has a custom bridge, and I'll show you which one it is here in a minute. I assume it's the one that you're speaking about. Pearson Field also adds the island. So if you really want a nice Portland scenery, I highly recommend Pearson Field, which I think they're both sold on Flightbeam. Cabin pressure
Southwest
Delta is 0.
He is holding short of 8 left on Delta.
Delta 3420, contact tower.
Over to tower.
Transponder. Standby. Flaps are up. Auxiliary pumps. Yaw damper. Yaw damper. It's a southern thing right there. Spoilers. Turn that off. That's fine. Anti-collision lights. Pitot heat, I already did. Windshield heat. Ice protection is off. Bus tie. Do that here in a minute. Taxi light off. Brake, power levers, passenger signs, nose wheel steering off. Anti-skid, I did that. Leader. External power. So, let me show you that bridge real fast.
Disconnected.
Pearson Field actually comes first, so I'll just fly over Pearson Field here, show you what that airport looks like if anyone wanted to buy it. I use this field pretty much when I fly when I want to go up the coast of Darrington. I usually use the TBM for that, either the Epic or the TBM. So this is Pearson Field. I always load this in when I load Portland flights. Has a lot of cool stuff. It also includes the city. So this is all custom mesh for the city. It also includes the island. And then the custom bridge, which is probably the one you're talking about, is this one here. So this bridge comes with Pearson Field. It's a custom bridge. This is not an X-plane stock. That one also. So is this the bridge you were thinking of? That's it? Cool. So yeah, it's definitely a great combo because you get if you get Portland and Pearson Field, then you get this entire area. And then of course I have Orbix also, so I have the city of Portland as well. So those three combinations just make for a beautiful flight in or out of Portland, really. Probably one of my top favorite sceneries, if not my top favorite scenery. Got golf courses and everything. Fast unload. All that is off. Guess I should close the doors, huh? Did that? Nope. There we go. Now we're all buckled up. All right, cool. Good flight, y'all. As always, I learned something new. If you climb past your assigned altitude, just stop your climb wherever you can, and then let them know. Don't descend like I did. All right, y'all. Oh, what was that landing rate? I guess I'll just look at the recording. I'm guessing it was like 200 something, maybe 300, maybe 400. Each plane handles landing plugins a little bit differently. Good stuff. Next time. You bet, buddy. You guys have a good weekend. And I will be back Monday, same bat time, same bat channel, 2 p.m. Eastern. Y'all take care. Chase out.
Pearson 34, 12 for 11.
And Denver approach 702 Whiskey Mike, switch 235 for 16,000.
Kilo 702 Whiskey Mike, Denver approach, good morning. Showing X-ray current at, never mind, that's a different airport. Denver altimeter 2978, I'll take 8 seconds.
Okay, sounds good, 2978, yeah, I can't get level until I'm in the pattern.
Okay.
5075, 917, thanks for your help, sir.
You bet.
7,600, are you planning on landing on the north runway?
Is Golf is current, November 2 Whiskey Mike at Northern Colorado Regional Airport. Just advise when you have that. Thanks.
So 1170 Heavy, contact Denver Center 133.905. 84 Golf, contact radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency changes approved, traffic northbound. For 84 Golf, for our clearance delivery or for any other services you need on the ground, it'll be our RTR frequency 126.65, 2665, and that's how you get a hold of us there. Okay.
The right bend on the AL3 for United 181.
I had no complaints. I did get a report of between trace and light rime icing, which I should have told you about because you're in it right now. It's between 15.5 and 13.5. 5 Boeing 737 outside temperature -15.
And we